All right, ladies and gentlemen, gonna give you a rundown on our situation. It's currently 11:15 right now. We are sitting in Hanford, California at my buddy Zane Blanchard's house, who runs the 7Z down here. We were originally scheduled to run with KWS tonight at the Colorado Speedway, which is like 10 minutes away. We worked all last night, swapping engines, getting the car ready. We maybe had 20 minutes of work to be race ready this morning. Woke up and there was extremely high winds here in the area and actually across most of the state of California, and they actually canceled due to the wind advisory of 35 and 40 mile per hour gusts. So we only have one option. We can either drive straight home, which we're about 8 hours from home, or there's two tracks running 360s tonight in California, which is Placerville and Marysville. So we actually pulled our 410 out, put the 360 in. We're working as fast as we can. We are now getting ready to load back up. We haven't picked where we're racing yet, but we have two options, and both are about the same distance from our current location, 4 hours away. So we're gonna bring you along for some of the chaos. Like I said, we gotta finish everything up. We've been working extremely hard, fast, because at this point, we're gonna be rolling in late to both places with where we're at. But let's get going. We're gonna get back to work and be on the road soon. Should be pretty close. So it is currently about 2:15 right now. We just stopped to refuel, and with that, we have also made our decision. We are heading to the Placerville Speedway tonight. Very small bull ring, quarter mile. Never been to Placerville before, so excited to get my opportunity to race there. It's even windy in our location. We're in Ripon, California, little less than 2 hours away. We got to get back on the road now. At this point, even at the speed we're going, we're probably going to arrive about 15 minutes before the driver's meeting. Well, it's 4:30 on the dot, and I am getting my first ever up-close look here at the Placerville Speedway, one of the most famous racetracks in California. The typical red clay, bull ring, up on the wheel, massive cushion, really hard driving style track. Heard a lot of great things about this place, and here's a good look. Standing at the top of turns 3 and 4, as I talked about, usually from the videos, you see a massive cushion. You also see the famous hill on entry to 3. Definitely unique and a great perspective to finally see this place in person and not on videos. So we're gonna be getting the night started. We have 15 minutes until the driver's meeting, so I'm gonna be getting suited up, and we just have a couple of last minute things to do on the race car. Well, my first impressions here on the Placerville Speedway, neat little racetrack. When I first rolled out there, it reminded me a lot of the Sunset Speedway Park, which is about 4 hours north of where we live. Very, very small, almost smaller than a quarter mile. And size-wise, that's what I would compare Placerville to, except it has more banking than it even looks like in video. I mean, you actually stand there, and when you're rolling around in mud pack, you are like sideways. It's a little bit of a different feeling. We've kind of had some tough draws to start the year as far as going out really late in qualifying, and tonight we pulled a 7, so we were the 5th car to roll out of 37 sprint cars. cars. And tonight, instead of it maybe being better, I think it might hurt us a little because the racetrack was still greasy. First lap kind of got going, felt all right, made a couple mistakes, but my second lap I really got through 1 and 2 and was just a little tight in 3 and 4. So after 8 or 9 cars, we were second quick. Like I said though, I think there's a good chance we start getting bumped down just because the surface is getting faster and faster and a lot of the slime and grease is going away. So I was wrong. The racetrack actually ended up holding up a little bit better than I thought, and you know, some guys, you know, ran good times late, but realistically it kind of stayed the same most of the time. So we came home 6th quick out of I think I said 37, 38, 360 sprint cars. With their format, they have a 4-car invert, so now we're going to be rolling off in heat race number 2 from the second row inside starting position, and they're going to be taking the top 4 to the A main event. Happy with our start though here at Keyville. This is a place I wasn't sure, you know, how I'd go because it's a little bit, you know, out of maybe what we run a lot, but car's good. I feel like I'm good here going into this heat race, and like I said, just gotta run in the top 4. Well, did what we had to do there in that heat race, started 3rd and transferred by running 4th. I knew maybe being on the inside that wouldn't be the ideal spot because you just don't have a great angle into turn 1. These tight bull rings, everything matters, and we were just a little bit in the grease, so the inside row backed up. Tried to battle for 3rd, but I knew all we had to do was run inside the top 4 and we'd be looking all right for the A main event. Car felt pretty good though, just a tad bit loose, you know, as the heat race went on, but I feel like our baseline setup and what we have is very promising, and now we're just gonna have to tweak it for the feature coming up. And to add some more of my initial opinion on this racetrack, you know, it was a little single file there for the heat races, but I think it's going to be a pretty good surface for the feature. You know, there's not really a lot of challenges out there right now. It's got grip, you can run right through the middle, but once some of that material moves high and the lower groove gets worked in, I think we can have 2 solid lanes of racing with, you know, some slide jobs and, you know, just a lot of character. So we got some more races to watch, try to get our race car better. I'm going to do my homework in the stands, and we will have a feature come in later tonight.
You right there, man? So, yeah, I will open up the bar and say, welcome back.
What? No, we're getting ready to go out for the A. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, go out for the main.
So like Nick said, we're going out for the A main event. I think 25 or 30 laps. I'm not sure how many we're doing, but we're going to be starting 10th. So 5th row outside. The quality of the field here is very strong. A lot of good competitors, and I think some people that we're going to be able to hopefully follow, learn from, race against, and, you know, try to go forward. Our car's been pretty good all night. You know, we were good in qualifying, just kind of maintained there in the heat race, and now it has changed tremendously as it's really slickened off, and there's some grip down low, and the bottom looks promising, and then the top's kind of a little bit of a mean curve. So we're gonna head out there and you know, first ever time here at Placerville. Happy with it, with how it's went, and looking to finish strong. Right, Nick?
Yep.
Let's go get them.
They watered a little bit, the bottom here, down there, so just, you'll be good. Grab a wing if you need it, use it.
Placerville got us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, or maybe I got myself. Need to watch the video back. Pretty disappointed. Just did not end our first trip to the speedway kind of how we wanted to. A-main event is still wrapping up right now. Started 10th, ran around 9th and 10th for the whole race. You know, the whole 10 laps I was out there, kind of just maintaining. You know, when you go to a new track, you learn a lot, but you never get the chance to, you know, run on a surface as slick as what the A-main event is, and that's exactly what we did. You know, we were rolling out on something I had never seen before. I just got the hooked up version of Placerville early in the night. We made a bunch of changes, felt like our car was pretty solid, and I was kind of just trying to maintain, as I said, you know, just keep the car rolling, don't lose any spots, and just try to get better throughout the race. And on a restart, I need to watch. Part of me kind of feels like I maybe should have been a little bit more patient. You know, my immediate thought was I shouldn't have threaded the needle like I did. But, you know, as we try to advance and, you know, run with these guys, you have to drive so hard. And I saw an opportunity to try to make a pass on a tight racetrack. This almost feels like outlaw karts out here. It's just so tight, such a small track. Came off a forward car in front of me. I slid up a little bit and I kind of caught some grip, and I tried to go for it, and when I realized the hole was closing, I kind of turned left, and I think I caught the infield and it flipped me over or something. I'm not even sure if I made contact with the car in front of me or what happened. But anyway, just super disappointed to, you know, wear out equipment, and yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to add. Like I said, I need to watch the situation back, but went for it, didn't work out, ended up on my lid. So the car's back there, everything's loaded up. One word to kind of describe how we ended our night is just disappointed. I kind of watched the one angle of the video back where it's down in 3 and 4, because obviously the incident took place in 1 and 2. And, you know, it's so hard to say. I think my frustration with everything was more the fact I just didn't get to run the whole A-main event. The situation happened, we're racing hard, we're fighting for the bottom in 1 and 2. It was really strong down there. I saw an opening, I kind of went for it. Car in front of me was also going to the bottom. I tried to, you know, avoid crashing when I realized that it wasn't going to work maybe, and I just need to be able to see my onboards maybe to get a further look on exactly what happened. But I ended up on the berm, and, you know, that tipped me over. You know, there's no other way to describe it. So just such tight racing. Like I said, though, the frustration that I just didn't get to run the whole A-main event. I need laps here at Placerville. This is one of those places that it's so difficult. You just need to kind of see some different surfaces and try some different things and just become a little bit better behind the wheel in A-main event action. And the only way to do that is to get those laps. And so all these people were asking me, you know, Tanner, what do you think of this place? And I told them, you know, I don't really have a fair assessment. Like, I need to be able to run here, you know, 5, 6, 10 more races, you know, to really see what this place is all about, because I've watched plenty of videos. You know, the racing's exciting. It's just different. It's bullring. It's drive really hard. It's, you know, the cushion. It's slide jobs. It's, you know, literally take advantage of every opportunity you can to move forward, because you only get so many of them each race. And also, of course, you guys know, I mean, I hate wearing out equipment. It sucks. It's the part of the sport that I don't like, but unfortunately, you know, with how hard you have to drive to win races and run up front, things happen, and that's kind of what got to us tonight. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Big shout out to all of our you know, sponsors: On-Site Screeners, Fast 4 Media, Earth Environmental, QRC, Carson Oil, Lafarge, Bullseye Design and Print, as well as Next Gen Def, ABC Powder Coating, and Pit Stop USA, as well as our crew. I still feel like it was a good weekend. You know, Tulare last night, we had a lot of great moments. We had a good finish. Tonight, everything was going good there until that incident in the A-main event, and so you kind of just have to take the good with the bad. We have a long week ahead of us, a lot of work to do, but we're gonna head back home. Not gonna let this hinder our season. You put one night behind you, you move on to the next, and you work as hard as you can to get everything back to where it needs to be, so we can continue to chase, you know, the success and the wins that we want our team and want our team in the level we want us to, you know, be at. So thank you guys for, you know, being along with us for the journey, ups and downs. That's what the sport's all about. But we are all loaded up. Head back to Southern Oregon, regroup, and you guys will see us still next Saturday. See you soon.